Welcome back, baseball fans, to the Fall League. And tonight in the Fall League, we have some teams you might barely remember from the Summer League because they were eliminated very soon. But times have changed. We have the Expos and the Brewers. Not very good in '69 and the early '70s. But 8 years have passed. This is 76, 77, 78, and 79. And what has transpired? Well, I can't say what's transpired. That's not the point of this. It's the Fall League and the Summer Leagues are 8 years apart. Done specifically to create enough distance. Otherwise, you just have one massive league. So you want to have, your leagues, in my opinion, keep them apart. And the Expos and Brewers. So by the 70s, we would hope the Brewers would have like Robin Yount on their team, and they do. They also have Molitor on this team, and Cooper, a very good Mike Caldwell. So the parts are coming in. Gorman Thomas, Sixto Lozcano, they're coming in for the Brewers. It's not quite translating into wins. And for the Expos, do we have Steve Rogers? Sure we do. We got Rogers, we got Gary Carter, we got Andre Dawson even. We've got Warren Cromartie, we got Larry Parrish. The pieces are coming into place. It's not necessarily translating into wins yet. The teams still need to learn how to win, improve the roster, which these guys can't help who they are. And they're good. And I think these teams could win our divisions if they, start winning games. But Burlington Expos, they're at 500. Milwaukee is well under 500. And in the first two games, the Expos won the first two in the 4-game friendly. So that means Milwaukee needs to win both games here. If the Expos win this game, game 3, then the series ends 3-0. The starting pitchers today will be number 3 starters, Doug Capilla for the Expos. And for Milwaukee, Jim Colburn spent his career with Kansas City and Milwaukee. Let's get started. County Stadium in Milwaukee, and it's Dondre Awesome leading it off for the Expos. Lines at third. Cookie Rojas, base hit. Kansas City let Cookie Rojas go because they had Frank White. So there you go. Cromartie, 2-7. That is a double play ball. All right, bottom of the first. Molitor against a lefty. Destroys him. Double 1-7. That is a single. He's a single-A stealer, but you got Gary Carter in his -3 arm, so no. Robin Yount, 45, center. Cecil Cooper flies to center. And with 2 outs, George Scott, 1-9's a base hit in the right field. He was on the Red Sox that year. He was on the Red Sox, Milwaukee, Red Sox, Milwaukee. I couldn't keep it straight. He kept ping-ponging back and forth between the teams. So anyway, he's on Milwaukee for now. 2 outs, and actually we gotta fix the lineup here. Fergosi is actually batting 5th. No, Mercer. I'm sorry, I did it right. Mercer's batting 5th. Bobby Mercer's batting 5th. Sorry about that. 36. Okay, I had the cards in the wrong order. Sticking by the lineup I already established here. All right, second inning. We have Bob Bailey, 2-12. Lines out. Larry Parrish, homer 1-4 double. Let's take a look at this Larry Parrish card. Could very well be the best Larry Parrish card. You probably saw him in the Summer League for the Astros, leading the National League in RBIs. This Larry Parrish is the 1979 card with 30 home runs and a .307 batting average for the Expos. So he has arrived, and he has hit a home run. He may as well be the best player on the Expos, as he's better than Carter and Dawson until we get their career years, which aren't quite ready yet. Better than Cromartie. Sure, Larry Parrish, I'm game. He's the best Expo at this point. Biff Pocoroba, 46, walks. Gary Carter, 2-8. That's going to be double 1-7, base hit. Runners in the corners for Foley. Single to the left. That's going to score Pocoroba. First and second, 1 out for Wallace. third B. Runners with the corners for Dondre Awesome. And he flies left. 2-0. Jim Fregosi now for the Brewers. 64. Catcher's card. 1E3. Whoops, sorry. 1E3. I really dig the Fall League having the E ratings right there visible. And the reason why was that the Fall League was born in the early 70s when players didn't have the E ratings on their cards, and I had to calculate them. So I just copied and pasted them from the spreadsheet right here into a new column. Now, in the other era that was from the 70s and 80s, I didn't need that. That's why this game player has this extra column. Little note there. Okay. Lezcano. 48 walks. Gorman Thomas, 2-5 walks. 2-on for Charlie Moore, 56, second X. Rojas, a 3E6. That's a single off Rojas. Bases loaded, 1 out for Mahler. They got to bring it up, 8 bunter, 2-5. Center B question mark for Lezcano. He's a 15 runner. He'll run 1-16. And he scores on a 10. And the Brewers are on the board. First and second, 2 outs, Robin Yount. Flies it in a right. Dawson is a 3E5. You notice his defense is not quite there yet. You know, Andre Dawson has had much better defense. And this guy just gives up a double that scores everybody. So Andre, you took a bad angle there, buddy. And he would become much better in right field later, and in center field. Runner at second. Brewers take the lead. Cecil Cooper. K's. All right, 3-2 now, Milwaukee. Cookie Rojas, 67, single to 1. Cromartie, 49's a double. Bob Bailey, 110 is a single to left. Cromartie, 14 runner. Cannot run on the 13. Runners in the corners, Larry Parrish. He strikes out this time. And with 2 outs, Pope Garoba comes through with a base in right field, and we're tied again. First and second, 2 outs for Gary Carter. Okay. George Scott, 312, left. Bobby Mercer walks. Fregosi, right. And Lezcano. K's. Fourth inning. Tim Foley, 49. That's a double. Joe Wallace, the center fielder. Grounds to short. This is Yount. It's a 2E28. Runner hold at second. Dondre Awesome, 69's a single to center. Foley. He's a 13 runner. And no. Thomas has a -2 arm. You've got runners in the corners. You're going to bring it up and hold in a 3-3 game with speed at first for Cookie Rojas. 37, that's ground ball to third. Runners move up second and third with 2 outs. Warren Cromartie pops out. And Colburn gets out of the jam. Gorham Thomas, 1-7 Ks. Charles Moore, Ks. And with 2 outs, Molitor, 45, center. We go to the 5th, tied at 3. How about that? Good game. Bob Bailey, 36K. Larry Parrish, 56, left. And Pocaroba lines at third. Bottom of 5, Yount. Robin, bounce to second. Rojas again, he's a 3E6. Rojas makes the play. Cecil Cooper, 1-8, single. George Scott, 63. Pitcher E38. Oh, Kapir, you're not doing yourself any favors there, buddy. Gets the ground ball C. I'll take that. Tough break there for the Brewers. Runner at second, 2 outs, though, for Bobby Mercer. Hits lefties pretty well. Rounds a second. Haven't had to show many cards today. 3-3, though. Most of the damage is done off the pitcher's card. And here we go. Gary Carter in the 6th, 49. Double. Foley, 1-8, third. Wallace, 1-8, walk. 2 on, 1 out. Here's Dondre, 59, center C. And with 2 outs, Cookie Rojas, 4-11. Pitcher E31. Colburn's not helping himself out either. E31 even rolled in the X and got out. 3-3. Bottom of 6. Brewers need a win, man. Brewers got to get a win. They are, you know, walk for Fregosi. Lozcano 311. Right. Gorman Thomas. Hit by the pitch. 2 on, 1 out. This is Capilla's breaking inning. Probably the final batter, Charles Moore. Flies to left. There's 2 outs. You want to do it? Yeah, I want to do it. I want to hook the guy. I know it's 3-3. One thing about this is that, you know, we're early in the season, and I would like to get some use out of the bullpen. I mean, the point of these leagues is to use all these cards. So I'm more inclined to go to the bullpen in a regular season game that seems meaningless, just to give the guys some work and establish that thing I call Commissioner Award, where if you use your bullpen or your bench more than anybody else, you get an extra draft pick in the following year's draft. So that's why teams are more likely to go to their pen and bench in the regular season versus the playoffs. So it'll be Mark Lee will be summoned in the 6th inning to keep this a tie game. Molitor really beats up left-handers. Let's take a look at Molitor. I haven't looked at many cards. He really beats up the lefties. So that's why I hooked Capilla. And Mark Lee, let's take a look at Mark Lee's card. Look at Paul Molitor here. 2 on, 2 outs in the 6th inning. The pitch. 2 fours are grounded to short. All right. Plus the Expos, man, they're playing for a 3-game sweep here, so they really want to win this game. They have a legitimate chance of, you know, maybe making the playoffs. So, top of the 7th, tied at 3. Colburn. Let's take a quick peek at his box to this point. He's put a ton of guys on, mostly off the Colburn card, I might add. That's 12 men on in 6 innings. One little footnote here. Jerry Augustine's pitched a lot of innings for the Milwaukee Brewers. The other 3 guys have not. You know what? I actually am going to pull Colburn after 6 too. For the same reason I pulled the other guy. I just want to get these other guys. I want to see these other cards. I'm actually going to bring in Bob McClure, believe it or not. These teams are playing to win this game. As crazy as that sounds. So I'm bringing in Bob McClure in the 7th. And if I need a closer, I can make Vukovic close it out. So here's Bob McClure's card. In the 7th inning, he will face a lefty Cromartie, who hits lefties okay. And the pitch. 2-5 short. Bob Bailey, 3-6 K. And Larry Parrish, 45, double on a 5, single. And with 2 outs, it's Pocoroba. Now, normally I go pinch hitter here, but you know, Pocoroba actually hits lefties okay for once. So I'll let Pocoroba bat. 5-12, pitcher B. Stretch time in Milwaukee. And what we're listening to, if it hasn't been blocked by copyright spiders, is Chris Bell's I Am the Cosmos. You know, sometimes on Spotify, when I go play this record, all these songs are blocked and I can't hear anything. And then about 6 months go by and they're unblocked. It's all copyrights, folks. So I don't know if you're even hearing this broadcast or not. It's about 50-50. If you're living in Denmark, you're probably not hearing this broadcast. And if the YouTube people hear what I'm saying, they might just give me a copyright strike for all I know. Anyway, bottom of 7. Mark Lee and the Expos against Robin Yount. 111. Pops to short. Cecil Cooper, 45, center. George Scott, 63, first X. First baseman is Cromartie, not that great. He's a 40-15, but he makes the play, Mark Lee. All right, good baseball game today. Very good baseball game. 3-3 in the 8th. McClure will give you another inning. Gary Carter, 39, Kid, right? That's his nickname. Pops out. Tim Foley, 36, center. Joe Wallace, how about a pinch hitter? Let's get the bench involved. All right, so Wallace can't hit lefties that well. How about Jim Wolford? Let's take a look at Jim Wolford's card, shall we? Jim Wolford here. He'll come in, and he will also... Dawson will play center, and Wolford will play right after this at bat. Jim Wolford, 58, is a strikeout. McClure does his trick. Nice job there, McClure. All right, bottom of the 8th for Mark Lee, who has pitched an inning and a third. He'll go one more inning. Bobby Mercer, 38, second. Fregosi, he'll bat versus a righty, 47. Short X. Foley's a 2E21, and he makes an error. Tough one there. Fregosi is a terrible base runner. Man, I love playing this game to win. Pinch running will be Brian Asselstein, 1 of 13. Tim Johnson, excuse me, 1 of 13 runner and third base, and pinch runs for Fregosi. I love how these teams are really playing like it's a World Series here. Lezcano, 67, pops to short, and with 2 outs. Gorman Thomas, 311. Oh no, he flies. Already missed it. Oh well. We go to the 9th. McClure. We'll take him out. I don't want to wear him out either. Pete Vukovich, buying his time in the bullpen until a spot opens up in the rotation. So this Milwaukee team really has some good quality pitchers here. Caldwell, Slayton, Colburn, and Haas, and they have Augustine and Vukovich in the bullpen, but they're actually starters. They're waiting for Colburn to retire, I think. And then maybe they trade Vukovich to the St. Louis Cardinals. I'm not sure how that's going to play out. We'll find out. 9th inning here in Milwaukee, tied at 3. Got a kind of a thrilling game here. Dondre Olson leads off the 9th inning. 55's a walk. Oh, you got to try and steal here, don't you? Yeah. He's going to try and steal a base, and he steals the base. Does he end up on third is the question. Charles Moore is a T1 to 9. He does not. We have a runner at second, and we have Rojas. And can you believe he's a C bunter? What's up with that? I want to bunt. I want to bunt. I want to bunt a road run, and I can't really do it with any conviction. The bunters aren't very good. Rojas will have to hit away. The runner at second, nobody out. 2-9. Let's look at Cookie. The Rojas's card. 2-9's a clean single into center field. Dawson's making the turn. Gorman Thomas has a -2 arm. He's being held up with nobody out. So Vukovich not getting it done here in the 9th. We're going to bring it up for Warren Cromartie, 6'11". Left field. This is Lezcano at 2E11. We are looking for a fly ball 7 if we can get it. 2E11. No, we get a fly ball A. So that's a sac fly. I haven't had one of those in a while. And Rojas moves up to second base with 1 out. Expos lead and are 3 outs away from a sweep. Bob Bailey. 311 flies to left. No defense for him, though. He's got to finish the game in left field. Ouch. And with 2 outs, Larry Parrish. 2-6. We saw the Parrish card earlier. Homer 1-4 double, and he hits the double. That'll score the runner from second, and it's now 5-3. Pocoroba. 411. First C. Anybody that can bring in for defense? Anywhere? Bueller? Oh, wait a minute. I can. Check this out. I can send Cromartie out in the left field, where he's a 3E9, and relieve Bob Bailey of his duties, and allow Tony Perez to play first base. So Tony Perez will move out to first base in Bob Bailey's spot. And we will go to the bottom of the 9th. Before we get the 9th started, Mr. Mark Lee will leave after 2 1/3 outstanding innings of relief. And we need 3 outs. And Frisella has 2 saves in this series already. So we're going to go with a left... Ooh. Mickey Scott. God, you are awful against righties. Ooh. I didn't realize how awful Mickey Scott is. Do the Brewers have any lefties coming up here? We have Gorman Thomas, Paul Molitor. Okay. So if Cecil Cooper comes up in the 9th, heck, I'm doing it. I'm just going to go right straight to Frisella. Why am I making this more complicated? Danny Frisella, let's take a look at his card. He's saved the first 2 games, but both appearances were an inning or less. I'm sending him out for 3 days, 3 saves, in less than 3 innings in 3 games. Why not? That's not overwork. Danny Frisella, ironically, a member of the Milwaukee Brewers in 1976, and trying to get his 3rd consecutive save against his former team. Another mistake in development by the Brewer franchise. Charlie Moore leads off the 9th. The pitch to Charlie Moore, 37, single 1-5. It's a base hit for Charlie Moore. He runs the second base. He's a beast stealer. Runner at second, nobody out for Molitor. 3-10, left. Robin out. 6-12, left. And with 2 outs, it's all up to Cecil Cooper. Let's do it. Let's hook the guy. Let's hook the closer. And bring in our boy, Mickey Scott, because... Let's take a look at Mickey Scott's card, and you'll see why. I know, right? Mickey Scott. Now, on the bench, you have no right-handed batters. And if I was really going to be clever, I could have, like, Jim Slayton pinch hit. He's a pitcher. Yeah, that's not even funny. All right, so Cecil Cooper in the 9th against Mickey Scott. The pitch to Cooper with a man on. 33. He bounces to second base. Interestingly enough, it's second A+, which is why I always make sure a runner who is a B or A or double A, he always runs to second base so I don't lose a game on the plus rule. So that is actually a clean ground ball to second base. And that is the end of the baseball game. So, nice little assist there by Mickey Scott. And the Expos have swept the Brewers. So one of these 2 teams from 1969, your Seattle Pilots and Expos, is developing nicely. That would be the Expos. The other one, not so much. Vukovic takes the loss to the 9th. To which 2 runs and a walk. McClure hitting 2 Ks. Colburn was very average. 10 hits and 3 runs. They were all earned. He walked 2 and struck out 3. Mickey Scott gets the save. Frisella gave up a hit. Mark Lee gets the win with 2 1/3 flawless innings of relief. And Doug Capilla gets a no decision, 5 hits and 3 runs. All were earned early. Settle down, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. There's your box. 1019, 0109, 513, 36, 35, 55, 35. 3-game sweep. How about that? Way to go, Expos. I'm all about the Expos now. So let's take a peek here. Year to date for the 2 squads. Okay, that is game 3. So then, let's start with Milwaukee, the bad news. Milwaukee is now 4-12. What have you learned in 8 years, Milwaukee? My goodness. They're hitting 290. 290 as a team. The team ERA is 5.60. Mike Caldwell's 0-5. Folks, this is the best Mike Caldwell there is, if there is such a thing. This is 22-game winner Mike Caldwell of 1978. I'm sorry, I can't get you anybody better than that, Milwaukee. That's going to be the best pitcher y'all ever have. Sorry. I don't go back to Warren Spahn or whoever else you might want to mention. So you're going to have to win with this Mike Caldwell. And by the way, because it's the 76, he'll have 2 more years with that card after this one. So yeah, you got to win with that Caldwell card. That's all I can tell you. And for the Expos, they're 7-6. They're hitting 293 with a 4.54 ERA. Their ace, Steve Rogers, is 3-1. Danny Frisella has 4 saves in 8 innings. Mickey Scott has 2 saves in 5 1/3 innings. Neither of those pitchers has given up a run all year. Hey, we could have a contender here. And as far as the records are, so the Expos, now at 7-6, find them just a half a game behind Cleveland. This division's wide open. Wide open division here. The Brewers, on the other hand, sorry Brewers, doormats again. 4-12. Can't fix everything. So, that's it tonight from the Fall League. Thank you for checking out the video. We'll see you again next time.